always wondered what Scott does when he tells me about his trips with the truck that he does for a living, and we managed to get permission from the company that he works for me to do a ride along. So this is going to be my chance to see exactly what a truck driver does on a day-to-day basis.
Good morning, everybody. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and Tony's going to be doing a ride along with me in the truck today. So he's going to document all the hilarious hijinks that we get into, starting with the pre-trip inspection of the truck. Let's get to it. Now I'm going to need the flashlight. Here's the flashlight part. We'll go around this way. I'm going to make sure all the lights are working. Check this side here. Yep. Hub's got oil. Nothing's spraying out. Like it's not leaking anything. All right. That's how you close the hood. Check, make sure your fairings are good. One around this side here. You check your tires. Fifth wheel's got grease on it. You just go the whole way around the whole truck. Checking everything, make sure it's all good. Check our fuel. Yep, we got fuel. Nothing leaking over here. Nope. Okay, that's your basic pre-trip inspection for today. We'll get in the cab and start running. So let's get in. Okay. I have to punch into the computer right now that I did the pre-trip inspection and that we're ready to go. There's no problems with the truck. Okay, we are at the offices over here. I'm going to go in and get my paperwork and sign everything, and then we'll go get our trailer. So I'll be right back.
So I'm in the truck waiting on Scott to get his paperwork, and then we're on the road. I'm doing a ride along. This is my first ever time in a tractor tractor, and it's going to be an interesting day to see what's going on and how Scott does his job.
Okay, so after sitting around for quite a while, we finally got our paperwork here, and we sat here for 2 hours or better. You can notice the sun's already come up at the time we've sat here and waited. There's about 10 trucks waiting here, which is unusual. And where are they running us? About a mile and a half down the road to deliver bubble wrap. Woohoo, long run here. So this is not a very fun place to go into, trust me. So our next step is to go out in the lot or down here and find the trailer and log on to it. So let's go find the trailer. Getting things. We arrived here, or we're arrived here. We've always been here. And then now we're gonna go find the trailer, and then we're gonna punch in that we're departing. So right now we're just gonna go find the trailer. So now we're gonna look for 6406. Hang on, here we go. So we found our trailer, 6406. It was on the other side of the building. Hooked up my air lines. Now I'm going to go down and do an inspection on the trailer, close the doors, and put the seal on. And then we're off to the races. All that for bubble wrap.
Well, let's go straight to our place.
Yeah.
I can use that.
Connie would do some of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's bubble wrap. And the stuff in front of it is shrink wrap. So that's what we're doing. This is busy work. We don't have anything better for us to do, so this is busy work. Let's take bubble wrap a mile down the road. Go. All the lights are working. Those broken doors are hidden. Everything looks like it's working. That's pretty much it. Now we're ready to go. Okay, and that's it. Buckle up for safety. And we're out of here for this real long ride of 1 mile down the road. Woohoo. There we go, look out. Okay, we've finished delivering our bubble wrap to the place down there. It's pouring down rain. We don't want to film much of anything there anyways. It's just bubble wrap. So we've come the 1 mile back up to the PCA, and we pulled the empty trailer back into what we call the chute. And that's where we store all the empties back here. And now we're going to crank the landing gear down and pull all the airlines off of it and drop it. So we crank the gear down. It takes about 35 to 40 cranks to put them down. Like that. City day, 10:35. So our next run that they just finished loading up, we're going up to Elizabethtown to Trogs Bia, and no free samples, unfortunately. So I got the slip. We're going to close the doors up and we're going to head to Elizabethtown next.
Sure. So just 6 or...
You can see where they printed on it what the flavor of the beer is. That's Trogs Beer. Remember I was saying earlier how sometimes they'll put a piece of the box on the front to show what it is, identify it. So in this case, the customer, being a food product, they requested the box be put on it and then it's shrink wrap to help keep it all together. Not everybody does that, but because this is a finished product ready to go, they'll do that. They turned the pins release. That's what that clank was. That's a federal seal right there. That number matches the number on the paperwork up there, so it's all controlled. So when it leaves here, it's controlled the whole way. If that seal gets broke between here and there, there's something wrong, you have to stop. So it's a federal offense to take this off, unless you're authorized to do so.
Here we see Scott sliding the tandems forward to improve the weight distribution for our next delivery. Okay, we just picked up our second load. We're on our way to Trogs Beer to drop off off some boxes. So in just a minute here, we'll head up the road, going up towards Middletown, Pennsylvania, or Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. So off for our second run.
Okay, there we go. Ready to go. On the road again. We go to Trogs and get some beer. Elizabethtown, E-Town exit, and then Trogs is in an industrial park just down the road from that. Here we go. A little more exciting this time. We're actually moving.
And we're going more than a mile to our destination.
Yeah, we might actually get it up to speed
1
here.
mile. Turn left on Carlisle Pike.
Yes. And that's my constant companion, Arch Nemesis, the GPS unit. Bane of my day. So we are on the turnpike up near Harrisburg. The Army depot is over to the left here. We're getting ready to cross over the Susquehanna. 3 Mile will be down the other way. We're gonna, as soon as we get across the river, we will get off at the exit 247, head down south of 283, and we'll get off at the Elizabethtown exit. That's where we're going to be going. This is Trogs Beer in Elizabethtown. So that's our next destination here. Welcome to Elizabethtown, and this is Trogs Beer. Not specifically the brewery. This is not the brewery. They do not brew the beer here. What they do is they warehouse it here. So this is just basically a warehouse that they store it in while they're shipping it out and things. So they'll brew it down in Lancaster and then they'll bring it up here to warehouse and to be shipped out. So we bring up the boxes which they put the beer into. So that's what they're doing here is Trogs Beer in E-Town. There are a couple of companies here. Trogs is section in here. There's another one up towards the front, and there's a different one down there. This whole facility is not all Trog. It's just this center section here is Trog. And that little door over there, which they don't open up, is Trogs. Now what you're seeing here, all these tanker trucks are from Hershey, and they haul in like milk and syrups and things, and they bring them to this facility here when they're empty to be cleaned and sanitized. And the building off to our right here is where they take them into, and then they have machines and stuff in there that they use to sanitize and clean them, and then put them out here for them to go back and be refilled for Hershey Foods.
So no beer in those?
No beer. I asked them about that. They don't run beer up here like this.
Oh, okay. Would your truck be able to haul a tanker like that? Or
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know if it was a unique tractor.
Nope, they don't have the uniques. It's if you look at it, it has the same connections, 2 air hoses and a line, electric. That's all it is. They're all the same on them.
Have you ever hauled a tanker?
I've personally not hauled a tanker. I'm rated to haul a tanker. I have the license to do that. Also the license to run doubles and triples as well. So I can run all of them. I even have my license to run hazmat, hazardous material. Same deal there. I've not run any of those because the company that I work for doesn't always do that kind of stuff. So unless I'm called upon to do it.
Is there any difference to hauling a tanker versus a trailer?
There is a little bit of a difference, yes, because you have to allow for the fluid in there sloshing around and you could flip over. So when you go through turns and stuff, you want to slow way down to do that. These tankers here, because they are food grade tankers, they are what they call smooth bore. There is no baffles inside it. They're open because if you had baffles, they're real hard to clean. So, and they have to be cleaned and sanitized. So that's why they're smooth bore. Milk, that kind of stuff there, so it sloshes around a lot, so that will push you around left, right, and things like that there. So yeah, you got to really watch it when you're running those things.
You think they come in here every day and clean them once a day?
All day, every day, into the night, from my understand. Because I've come up here very early in the morning, and this place is open and roaring, you know.
Because when we lived next to the Rutter's Dairy in York, the dairy trucks with the milk would come in at about 4 a.m., you know, with
Yeah.
the milk. So.
Yeah, when I first was getting ready to drive truck, I did apply at one of these places called Faries, and that's what they did. They ran tanker trucks for Rutters, and they would go to each of the farms and they would collect the milk, and then they would take it down to the bottling dairy to be bottled down there. And that was a job where you get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and run around for, you know, and then show up at the dairy down there to bottle the milk. Now I go inside and sweep it out. Not much to do in this one, it's pretty clean. So we clean out the trailers every time we're empty, bring them back because they have to be clean. So we clean all this out. It's the end of the troves, unfortunately. There. We don't normally pick up hitchhikers, but you look honest enough. Go on in and have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. See a little ride home. Waiting to get in here, so I want to get moving.
Yep.
We're ready, and that's it. That's all there is to it. It's simple. Anybody can do it. Okay, time to get some fuel before we go. So let's grab some fuel.
I'm surprised they don't have that fuel cap locked.
Nah, most vehicles don't use diesel, so they don't worry about it.
Huh.
But I ain't saying that you wouldn't do it. Certainly can. Not secured in that fashion. We have a card that we use to get the fuel. So we'll go around here and punch the numbers in at once, and that'll unlock it. The fuel.
So how many gallons does this thing take?
This is a 100-gallon tank.
You just have the one, or is there another one on the other
This
side?
particular truck only has one. Some of them do have dual tanks, but this one here only has one. Okay, what we have over here, this is called DEF fluid, DEF. Stands for diesel exhaust fluid. And it's a fluid that they use to clean the exhaust. And that goes in this tank here with the blue.
Do you put that in for every fill up or whatever?
You don't have to. DEF fluid lasts a long time. You fill that maybe once every two weeks or something, and then it doesn't even, it holds like 20-some gallons, and that lasts a long weeks and weeks.
And say again what it's doing. It's
Diesel exhaust fluid. It's used to spray into the exhaust to clean the soot and things out of it and make it a little more environmentally friendly. So I can put that in too while we're here.
So you know what kind of chemical it is, or? Yeah.
I will regale that I was told by other truck drivers that it is based off of bull urine. I don't know if that's an urban legend or myth or whatever, but that's what someone said it's made out of, bull urine.
That sounds like a trucker store to me.
It might be, I don't know. It was told to be, it was an old trucker story told to me by an old trucker. So I don't know if that's correct or not, but it's a fluid that they use to clean the diesel exhaust. It's an EPA thing. They didn't have this a number of years ago.
Yeah.
This only started maybe 10 years ago at the most. But now all trucks have it. And it doesn't hold much. They said about 20 gallons all the time. So I'm not going to. I didn't use much, so since I'm here, I'll top it off. They're just clean, so that's all it's doing. And this doesn't even tell you how much you're putting in. It doesn't even give you a gauge. It just clicks when it's done. It's pretty simple.
Alrighty, we get back in the truck.
Yep, we'll get back in the truck and finish our day. Well, that's our adventure for today. We're back at the same place we started from this morning. We basically had 2 runs, one down the road here to deliver some bubble wrap, and then the other one we went up to E-Town to deliver the Trogs beer boxes. That was fun. And then we came back and put the empty away and came around here and parked it, and that's the end of our day for today. So we hope you enjoyed the ride along for today.